Welcome everyone to my series where I am ranking every single Mario Kart track in existence, including retros. You're not going to see any footage or anything. My computer doesn't have the disk space at all. I'll probably remaster the series once I get a proper PC. I'm just going down my tier list basically. I made this quite a bit ago, but I feel like it still holds true. And yeah, I think we're just going to start off with F tier for this video, and then we're going to branch out into D, C, B, A, and S. Because, yeah, no disk space. I'm going to have to upload these and then immediately delete them off my computer. Anyway, first off, the track I hate the absolute most of any track in the entire series is, there's a ton of picks that you guys may say, but I doubt any of you are going to get it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's version of Tour Athens Dash. I know, it's a really spicy take. However, the track just doesn't work in 8 Deluxe. It has a bunch of blind turns. It's way too unique. It doesn't remind me of a city. Athens is like an entire city. It has ocean spots that you could use because it's in Greece. But you just give us ruins. Athens isn't just ruins. But the music, that doesn't even remind me of something you'd see in a Greek movie or something that takes place in Athens. Why just the Acropolis? I get that it's a popular place in Athens, but why just the Acropolis? Anyway, next up is Athens Dash 3 from Mario Kart Tour. It's about the same deal, just blind turns aren't really of my fancy. I'm an advocate of good game design. And yeah, pretty much everything applies there. It's boring layout. It's literally just 1R, with a bit of 2 sprinkled in. It's not that special. And next up is Dry Desert. I feel like that one's obvious in Mario Kart 8 because I feel like that one's obvious as well. It's just it's not dry, and it's also boring. The scenery is hugely boring. I can tell they ripped some of the Sphinx parts directly from Wii and just retextured it. It's just boring. I never really liked it. In fact, I've always thought this would be the worst Mario Kart track. And then Athens Dash came out. Next up is Amsterdam Drift 2 from Mario Kart Tour. I'm gonna be honest, this one isn't really fun. It's really cramped, the turns are way too tight. And overall, I just do not have fun with the full-year physics. My favorite part is when you get to leap out of the water midway, which isn't even in 8 Deluxe. We'll get to that in the D tier ranking, I think. Next up is Mario Kart Super Circuit's version of SNES Bowser Castle 2. This one's just absurd. Not only did you keep in the turn, and not just that, I think you also give an indicator. I can't really look up footage right now because I'm doing this impromptu. But I think you kept in an indicator saying, oh, which way are you gonna go? And you can't even leap the jump with a feather anymore. And it removes the thwomps, which is the point of, which is the fun of a Super Mario Kart Bowser Castle. The thwomps, they're gone. And now you have Mario Kart Super Circuit's version of SNES Donut Plains 2. Now, before any of you say he ranked 2 Super Circuit tracks low. Oh my god, he's probably gonna rate a lot more. He probably hates this game. I love Super Circuit. I played it recently, and it is by far the best of the 3 originals. SNES sucks. 64, out of here. This one, it's a pretty good game. It's just the retros are absolute dog shit because they didn't have the space on a little cartridge. It's ridiculous. It's mind-blowing. In SNES Donut Plains 2, it's just boring. That's really my only complaint. It's just boring, and it's not engaging in the slightest. They got rid of the Monty moles for crying out loud. And then next up, you have something you all saw coming from a mile away. What you will probably thought my least favorite 8 Deluxe track would be. It's GBA Sunset Wilds. Like, I don't even think it's a real debate why this is bad. It's flat, it's barely elevated, etc., etc. The sun doesn't set. As a Sunset Wilds lover, I love this track in both GBA and Tour. It pains me to see how bad Sunset Wilds was. And then next up is SNES Mario Circuit 3. Yeah, it's SNES Mario Circuit 3 and 8 Deluxe. Why did they bring this back? 2 is better. Super Mario Kart Bowser Castle 2. Like, okay, this is the obvious pick for an F tier. Like, I don't think I really have to explain a lot of these. If you do want an explanation, you can just put it in the comments. Give me engagement, please. Thank you. 8 Deluxe is Tour Tokyo Blur. Yeah, this one's bland. Like, I'm not a big fan of Tokyo Blur. This Tokyo Blur feels like a slog, not a blur. It's so boring, and in 8 Deluxe, they do nothing except make it look worse somehow. Next up is RMX Choco Island 2. Now, RMX Choco Island 2, I feel like I have to, like, explain, like, the concept of RMX tracks. For you lousy little people that hate Tour for all it's worth and will never play it, even though it has some really good track design sometimes. RMX tracks basically take retro courses and give them a modern spin, basically. And RMX Choco Island 2 adds ramps, piranha plants. What else is there? This track isn't good. I don't like what it stands for. Snowland for Mario Kart Super Circuit. Yeah, this one was also an easy one to see because the shaky screen makes it far too impossible to play. Again, I don't hate Super Circuit, it's just sometimes it has really low lows and really high highs. Anyway, Super Mario Kart Donut Plains 2, yeah, it's about the same reasoning except it has its Monty Moles. Which Monty Moles suck in Super Mario Kart. I'm so glad they reworked those. Like, holy shit, do I even need to explain how bad they were? And next up is another RMX track. Donut Plains 1, RMX Donut Plains 1. I'm sorry if this is going quick. I'm doing this very impromptu. Like, I can't really do anything. But yeah, RMX Donut Plains 1 is just... it exists. Like, I don't like how it's also the poster child of Mario Kart Tour going slowly insane and having zero content. It's now the poster child of that. Which is also when I started losing hope in it, and eventually I quit it altogether because CPUs are absolute trash. I hate them. But, like, it's just boring, really. Nothing really does it. I'm not including, like, any, like, variants or anything, because if I did, RMX Donut Plains 1 would be a lot higher. I love RMX Donut Plains 1T for some reason. Next up is Mario Kart Tour's version of N64 Mario Raceway, the front-running track, Inglorious Mobile Phone D. Yeah, it was awful. It was awfully ruined. They made it look like Luigi Raceway, which Luigi Raceway is fine, but this just isn't Mario Raceway. And then we have DS's Koopa Beach 2. Now, I could go on and on about how DS has really bad retros sometimes, but I'm just gonna cut it here because I feel like I can speak on that, like, when I get out of, I feel like I can't say that when I love some of the DS retros. Like, but Koopa Beach 2, it's, again, boring. I don't like how they use mud physics for the water. That is actually real. I like fucking around with DS's files and just, like, just the kart stats. And when I turn up mud acceleration, you play Koopa Beach 2, and you're just zooming the entire track. Absolutely insane why they decided. I have no idea why they decided that mud physics would be good for the They couldn't just use, like, dirt physics or something. I get that you have to race through it, but you couldn't use dirt physics. Or the good mud physics from Boston Building. Mario Kart 64 is Frappe Snowland. Yeah, I prefer to play my Mario Kart games a lot more casually. And when I played this, in Mario Kart 64, in 50cc, I got hit by one red shell, and I was entirely soft locked. I could not build up the speed to get over the ramp. And that made me so mad to the point where I never wanted to even see this game again. It's where all of my hate towards 64 goes for. It is the key contributor of this hate. And I couldn't really reverse at all because, like, I didn't know my keybinds, like, and when I did, like, going backwards felt really awkward, and I felt like I wasn't really going anywhere. So yeah, Frappe Snowland sucks. And now we have 8 Deluxe's Toad Circuit, the poster child of people that say that the BCP is bad. But, like, it's a majestic masterpiece. Look at it. It's bland textures. Yeah, Shafrillas did this bit. I'm not gonna keep talking. Toad Circuit's just boring. Like, it's a circuit track, and they have a circuit from literally every single game. But Toad Circuit's just boring. Like, you couldn't at least add, like, another ramp or something? Make it unique? Like, I'm not gonna blame Tor for this. Tor was just, like, they were hurrying to get some retros in for the New York tour. This was early Mario Kart Tour. But you couldn't do something to 3DS Toad Circuit? Anything? Anything at all? Besides, probably add, like, a pipe or something? Absolute ridiculous how they decided this was a good idea. Anyway, we have Tokyo Blur 1 from Mario Kart Tour. Yeah, it's just too short. It's just an oval. It's literally just an oval with a little bend. That's it. I don't get what people saw in this. It came out, it's boring. Like, Tokyo Blur RT is the only good one, and I'm not including variants. So this just sucks. Anyway, DS's Mushroom Bridge. Oh my god, where do I even begin? They took out the sidewalks, and no more bridge fun. You know, the entire appeal of Mushroom Bridge was the dash panels on the bridge. Oh, and the pipes. You know, the ones that we got working in Pipe Plaza? No, none of that. I'm wearing my voice rings. No. None of that pipe shenanigans. No, we're saving them specifically for Pipe Plaza, even though we got it working there. No, we don't want that here. Los Angeles Laps 2. Ooh. Oh my god, why did they think an oil field was a good idea? Not just, like, a part of LA everyone knows. A fucking oil field. That is the only key attraction in Los Angeles Laps 2. 3 has Beverly Hills and Dodger Stadium. 1 has the Monterey Bay Sea. Or the beach. Whatever that one is called. But, like, they have the good stuff. Los Angeles Laps 2? Oh, yeah, America. Oil. That's why we can go to the Middle East. Yeah, America. Oil. Woo! Sorry about that. My lungs are forever damaged. I will forever be coughing. I'll sometimes even go into coughing fits for no reason. Mario Kart Tour SNES Choco Island 2. Let's talk about it. Oh boy. Yeah, I get why this was included. Like, it was a good combo track. However, I don't think the Choco Island aesthetic works in Mario Kart Tour. I definitely like the darker sands in Choco Island. So Choco Island 2 is pretty boring and like uneventful. I feel like you could also say that about Mario Kart 64 Yoshi Valley. The one where if you mess up once, oh boy, you get to wait 3 days. You can play Desert Bus in the time that you get picked up by Lakitu. What? Can you not just AliExpress him over? No. DoorDash him over? There, that's a better punchline. Yeah, my brain's not functioning. I have D&D in 50 minutes, so, like, I have to get stupid for that, and, yeah. Anyway, you remember when I put Athens-3 and Athens-8 Deluxe in, the bottom? Yeah, welcome its relatives, Athens-2 and then Athens-1. Both, again, are pretty uneventful. I don't like how they use the Acropolis as the main part. I wish they went more into depth with the city. And Athens-2, like, it does have houses, but it has 4 of them. Like, it's boring. I don't get what people see in Athens Dash. Stop glamoring it up. And if any 10-year-olds are watching, don't slander people for liking Athens Dash. I don't do that. Like, I just get, like, a bit mad when people, like, talk highly about Athens Dash. I don't think it's very good of me as a human being to go out there and tarnish someone's entire reputation just for liking the Acropolis. Like, I get it, the city tracks seem dull, but Athens Dash is just a little boring. And, like, it's too unique. And I know I'm gonna get a million comments saying, "Oh, you're just saying that because it's quirky, it's different." Super Mario Kart Vanilla 2. I think this is just a skill issue, but it doesn't feel right at all with the game. I don't like having to hop from island to island to even get anywhere. And hopping over the cracks isn't as, like, intuitive as Mario Kart Wii's Sherbet Land. I'm not giving 64 any credit. Nice try. Mario Kart Tour SNES Donut Plains 2. It's SNES Donut Plains 2, but it looks a bit better. I like the how you can trick off the molehills. That's really good for combos and such. Finally, to end off F tier and end off the video, Mario Kart DS SNES Choco Island 2. You thought I would ever praise Choco Island 2 very highly in my life. Like, come on, it's Choco Island 2. Again, I don't like how the mud physics work. I don't like the mud accelerator being mud accelerator. I feel like it should have just been dirt again, and the sand's been sand. But the sand's dirt, and the mud is awkward. It's not even good mud, like Boston Building has. It's just mud. Like, mud's boring. We've seen mud. Like, and also the ramps, they have, like, no use being in DS, because there's no jump boosting. There's no combo system. There's no thrills. You're going off the ramps, and then you slow down. Like, this is easily one of the worst DS remakes. If Koopa Beach 2 did not exist, or Mushroom Bridge did not exist. Yeah, I think that's it. If you feel mad about me rating Athens Dash at the very bottom, Private, you're a loser. It's not the appeal of the city to not be in the city. Alright, bye. Like and subscribe, whatever they say. Hit that bell. I'm going to be dropping D tier in maybe like a month. I don't know. I don't have a consistent upload schedule because I have schoolwork.